What up, friends? Robin Black, B-Mac. We are going to commentate Subversive on Sunday, man. It's cool. Like, this is so cool. You're stoked.
Yeah, I love being here just around all the Subversive people. Just the energy of the event is always super good. It's always good people, real martial artists that love martial arts, so it's always a big event.
I travel and commentate like MMA and karate and all types of stuff, and the vibe here is different than all of it. All of it.
Yeah, and this one even more so because we're bringing in the combat jiu-jitsu versus the standard jiu-jitsu, just straight grappling. And I'm super excited, not just to see the juxtaposition of those two, but really to see them. I can't wait to see the energy of the crowd when we have a grappling match with no strikes and then a grappling match with strikes. Whenever that happens, that's always such a giant energy change in the room.
When you go and you add something to any fighting sort of dynamic, now we can hit each other, right? It's completely different. Every position changes. The meaning of every attack and every position, every choice you make, the meaning of it changes when somebody can whack you in the head.
Yeah, I think when we're talking about that, I think about Kevin Randleman back in Pride.
Yeah.
Just how that north-south position changed. North-south position in pure grappling, there's very few attacks that I can really launch off. Even the attacks that I do have are usually launched from another position and finished in the north-south. Kevin Randleman gets down in that north-south, starts going vertical with those knees and driving them into the head. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And, I'm looking at this one and I'm thinking, you think of the places that if you're like a high-level grappling specialist where you'll beat like a regular MMA fighting black belt, right? Like maybe we're attacking the knees, we're attacking the legs, we're going to be better there, right? We'll believe we're better there. But when the guy can literally stand as you commit two of your hands to his lower appendages and the other guy can stand up and smoke you. You've commentated events where guys have been knocked out from that position.
Yeah, absolutely. At Combat Jiu-Jitsu Worlds, there's been guys have gotten their nose broken, got their nose laid over on the side of their face, trying to play open guard. I've seen guys get knocked completely unconscious and carried off the stage. It really changes. The two major positions where it really changes things are the open guard. So one guy is on his butt or on his back in a supine position, and there's a guy standing over him. And then the Z guard, which is like it's like a half guard position where you're playing that knee shield. That's perfect striking range. And those are the two positions that really change when striking gets involved.
When you've seen the grapplers who are hitting and being hit for the first time, are they more nervous? Is there a jumpiness often?
There can be. Definitely that happens. But some of the guys are super confident that that's just not the way this is going to go down. My grappling is going to be superior. And a lot of times, especially right now, it's pure grappling, pure jiu-jitsu. The leg lock game is a huge part of what's happening. And the guys have taken the leg lock game to a whole new level than it was even, say, 3-5 years ago. It's in a whole different place. And a lot of the MMA guys staunchly believe there's no way you're going to be able to leg lock me if I can hit you.
Yeah, right.
And I think that we're going to see that both of those things are true. I think we're going to see both of those scenarios play out during this event.
It's literally what I was just going to say. They're both right.
Yeah.
Right. And that's where martial arts is awesome. That's where any type of contest is awesome, when you are both correct. You will see guys trying to knock out the leg locker,
and we probably
get
will
his
see
leg,
that work.
get his leg shredded,
Yeah.
and you'll also see guys trying to shred the leg, getting smoked.
Yes.
And they are both right.
I think we'll see both of those things play out inevitably during this event.
What do you think they're going to say when we talk to the higher level grapplers, and when we talk to a Steve Mowry, who's a 10-0 undefeated Bellator fighter, who is also a black belt? Like, what do you think they're going to say?
So I was talking to Chris Barnett, Beast Boy, yesterday, and he was like, he's going to be participating in the combat jiu-jitsu portion. And he firmly believes there's no way when these guys grab my legs that I'm not going to just put these hands on them and send them into the shadow realm.
If I take both of my hands and I do something with it, I can't do that and block my face.
I can't hold you and hit you at the same time.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
It's going to be
how it plays
so
out,
cool, man. It's going to be so cool. What other thoughts? What other nerdy thoughts have you had about this?
I think the major thing for me is how do the leg lock open guard games play when the strikes come in? The guys who have done these combat jiu-jitsu rule sets, they're going to have an understanding of that already. The guys who are trying this for the first time, they're going to be in for a shock on one side or the other of that. So to me, that's the major thing that I'm watching for is how does the modern jiu-jitsu game, leg locking, open guard, how does that play in when they're dealing with somebody who, A, doesn't really participate in that side of the modern jiu-jitsu game, and B, does participate in the, I'm going to try to send you into the nether regions.
It's there's also that element, like there's the rare weirdo who likes to get hit, but for the most part, humans don't like getting hit. We don't. It doesn't feel good, right? But some of us react more poorly than others, and there will be some that don't know the answer. They don't know how they'll react because they've never been hit with full force. It would be rarer that they'd never, but there'll be some grappling specialists that don't get hit often, and you don't know how you react.
Yeah, there's a ton of really good jiu-jitsu guys who never train with strikes, and we're going to have some of those on this event that believe that they're going to be able to bring their prowess on the jiu-jitsu mat into a situation, and they're going to be able to use their jiu-jitsu to win a new situation for them where striking is involved.
And in the end, that's what you're trying to do is prove that your shit works.
Yeah.
Right? You're trying to prove that
that's all it is, man.
Works.
I'm taking my sword play and I'm running into the next school and I'm going to see if my sword play works out against the master of this sword play.
Man, it's going to be. This is right on the sort of the cutting edge of one of the reasons we love martial arts so much. When there's unknowns, there's new variables. There's variables for the individual and the rule set, competitions of different types. This is why we're doing this.
Yeah, I really love the combat jiu-jitsu rule set. To me, it's the best rule set available to really test what grappling can do, and I think Subversive is a great place to see how that plays out.
Sunday, December 4th, pay-per-view, Fite TV, Subversive, BJJ.com. Get it.